drummingforlife.com.
Hey there, it's Vaughn at drummingforlife.com. Aloha, hope you're doing well. So today I want to share with you about how I play a nice circular motion with my brushes and my brush playing. This is a very important skill and something we're going to use a lot in our brush playing. Now I want to mention I also go into a lot of detail about this at my brushes mastery course. And it's at jazzdrumschool.com. And I got lots of folks signed up for it. I'm really excited because there are people all over the world. And they're all telling me that there are two things that they're really getting from it. One is they're getting kind of this really great foundation in terms of playing brushes and they're improving their brushing skill. They're also able to connect it to the music they want to play. And to me, that's the most important part. So I'm really excited about that, and they're really enjoying it. So I hope you'll go check it out as well. It's at jazzdrumschool.com. Now, today I'm going to share with you about one of the kind of circular patterns I use. I use a lot of patterns playing brushes, and or say motions I use playing brushes, but I also go into a lot of those, go into the detail of those in the brushes mastery course. This video is just going to cover the kind of the big circular motion because it's a really important motion for you to know. And let me just do the overhead angle here. But before I do that, I want to just mention also, please subscribe to the channel if you didn't already, and swish that like button and leave a comment if something you'd like to see or just to connect. I always respond to all my comments, so I love to connect with you. So the thing that I'm going to share with you now is this kind of circular motion, and it's this kind of thing. Big circles. Okay. One of the other things I talk about a lot in the course is economy of motion, using the wrist and the fingers to do a lot of the work. Don't use so much of the arm. And I also talked about in another video here on the channel about how, you want to, if you're using your whole arm, if you're, for instance, using matched grip and you're using your whole arm to make a circular motion, it's not really the most efficient way. I really think using traditional grip is really going to pay off in spades for you. So I encourage you to really, if you're not using traditional grip with brushes, I encourage you to switch over, and you're going to find that it really helps you technically to be able to do a lot of really cool things and to make things a lot easier for you. So that's kind of what I do here. Now, one of the things you notice from this angle is you can see that the brush is actually not really high up like this. I mentioned this before in another video as well, that you don't want your brush being up here because you're going to get it caught in the kind of the fabric or the texture of the drum head. All right, you want to bring it down here. All right, get it down here real close to the drum head. All right. Like that. And one of the things we want to do is, let's go over to the practice pad. You want to get as much real estate as you can. So I want to see you bringing your brush around and really just covering as much area as you can. The hardest part of the stroke is when you come back here and kind of keeping that going. One of the things that drummers often do is they'll come back here and they'll bring their brush up like this. That's not going to help you because, again, you're going to be caught in the grooves and the texture of the drum head. So what you do is keep it down low throughout. All right. Keep it down low on the DL, baby. All right. It's a little overhead angle here, and you can see this is going to be a critical motion in your brush playing. You're going to want to master this. beginning, you probably want to go slow too. It doesn't matter how fast I go, okay? You can go slow and you can keep that kind of consistent sound. You're going to be able to do it fast, right? Okay. All right, so this kind of thing. And I use this a lot, so I use it a lot in my playing. One thing I forgot to mention that is also critical, is very important, is that I'm actually going in a in a clockwise motion. Okay. Some drummers like to go counterclockwise. Fine too. Okay. But I like to go clockwise because it just feels better for me. All right. Certainly you can do it this way. But as you might notice, it actually requires a lot more effort, part of my arm, to make that happen. All right. Whereas from here, it's really just effortless. All right. So if you can master this big circular motion, all right, there's going to be absolutely no problem in mastering smaller motions, all right? So focus in. Get that big motion happening. All right? Get that big motion happening. Get it happening there. Get it happening. I use this circular motion in so much of what I do. And one of the things about my brush teaching is that I like to really recycle things and use them in other, various contexts. So you don't have to learn so many different patterns, but you learn really some key patterns that are going to help and guide you into playing a lot of other things that you want to play. All right, so just a couple more things I want to share with you. I've got lots of stuff to support your drumming. I've got a blog that really goes into a lot of great detail about playing drums and things to think about in playing drums. I've got my jazzdrumschool.com. I've got my brushes mastery course. I've got my vonbarenstore.com, where I've got all my drumless tracks. And if you want to sign up for private lessons, I've got Zoom lessons where I use all these different camera angles, and you can sign up for those in different packages at vonbarenstore.com as well. So thanks for watching, and as I always say, keep on drumming. Take care.
drummingforlife.com